I'm still annoyed that I thought that Kalmbach poultry was a vitamin enhancer. Hey Chicken Besties, so I have these items that I purchased, I'm gonna say like 6 months ago. I would have to go back and really see, but it's about been that time. You don't really use it a lot, and I've made hundreds and hundreds of pounds of feed and still have enough of this left. So when mixing your own feed, you want to make sure that your chickens have all of the nutrients that they need and the vitamins and minerals. That's why we have these stuff. So I am going to weigh out what I have. So I have some oats, I have wheat, oats, seeds, corn, and I have the Kalmbach poultry, which is a enhanced feed, actually a 44% protein. Again, I made a mistake. That's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. We learn, and we got to work around it. So they special ordered this for me at my local feed store. So I'm just gonna work with what I have. I have leftover seeds from last time a couple months ago when I was making feed. So we will make it work. This is what I have. I have the weight here so I can weigh everything out, and I'm just gonna walk you through it really quick, because I'm not sure if you know, but when you have feed and the temperature is getting warm like it is now, you don't want your feed sitting in a hot environment for more than just a couple of weeks, because then the nutrients diminishes, and then you're kind of giving your chickens, thinking you're giving them, you know, all of the vitamins and minerals that they need, and they're not getting it. And then you see they get pale combs and you're like, what's happening? Been through it already. So you always want to make sure that you have enough feed to last you for the month, and you don't really want to, it sucks to say that, but you really don't want to stock up too far out, and then you're just giving them under nutrition feed. I am just using a 22% grower feed. I've been using that, it's been working. Chicks are healthy. This is not medicated. They're growing big and healthy. So once they reach 8 weeks, I'll be lowering their protein a little bit, just down to probably 20%. I usually take the 50 or 40 pound bag, I put half of it, so that I can then add whatever I'm gonna put in here. Put the other half in here. All right, this batch is done. This took me a good 15 minutes and we're done. All right, so I have my bucket, I have my weight, it's zeroed out, and now we're doing 15 pounds of oats, 15 pounds of wheat, 15 pounds of sunflower seeds, and 30 pounds of corn with the full bag of the poultry concentrate. So we're gonna do half of that, and then half of that. Remember, we gotta mix this, so I can't just put everything all in one shot, because then it's not gonna be evenly mixed. This this is what I accidentally purchased. This is from Kalmbach. So online it says it's a poultry enhancer or something like that. I have to look up exactly what it says. I don't know what made me think that it was a additive for minerals and vitamins, but this is actually a poultry feed concentrate. This has 44% protein. So this is made for you to mix with other seeds. Any seeds you want. Again, we're in 2026. Use AI for the calculations if you want to, and then save it for when you do it. What I like is that I can actually calculate when I have leftover seeds, and it gives me the formula of each thing that I need in there to make sure that I'm giving them the proper protein count. See? How would it not mix? Now it's just like, I'm not crazy, guys. You're gonna tell me that doesn't look like a freaking, like that you just like a topper to get extra vitamins. I'm using this whole bag, so for now, I'm gonna add half of it so I can mix it. Again, look at this. This is finer than crumbles. Like this is, all right, so we got my bucket. Usually take this to clean the edges, and then we just fill up. So I probably want to be around here with water, but I actually like it to soak it up first so that I can kind of see, so I can be in control of the consistency that I give them. So right now, if you look, I know there's bubbles in here, but if you look, the feed, this is all the seeds, some of the seeds are going to come up to the top, but you actually have to go in here, because if you look, if you don't put your hand down there or a stick or whatever, it's dry. So you have to mix this up from the bottom. I'm just gonna wash off my arm here. It takes, I don't know, anywhere for a couple hours for it to absorb. I like this one because a squirrel actually ate this lid trying to get to my feed. So even though I put it on, like close it up, it still has some air here. So you don't want to completely seal this because then you'll create mold. All right, chicken besties, it is a nice day outside today. I just finished mixing up the chick feed with the herbs, and then I also just finished mixing that poultry enhancer that I had. I'm still annoyed that I thought that Kalmbach poultry was a vitamin enhancer or something like that. It looks like it, but it is not. It's a concentrated feed. Just means it is higher in protein and in vitamins and all of that, not as a topper, but as a main source of feed. You're supposed to mix it with other grains, so corn, oats, whatever you want. And so basically you have a little bit more control of the protein. Again, we're in 2026, guys. Don't be afraid to use AI for making charts so that you can, let's say you have 5 pounds of oats left over and 20 of wheat. You know, what do? Let me go and calculate. Use AI, say I got 5 pounds of this, 20 pounds of this, and I have the poultry enhancer from Kalmbach. It will do all of that, give you the calculations and say, hey, I recommend this. Tell it to shut up and say, I want it to be 20% or 18% or whatever. This is what I want to use. How do I use it up? It eventually gives you what you need. Do it. It's worked for me in the past when I was mixing feed for them in the beginning. I was a beginner mixing feed and stuff, and I wanted to make sure that it worked perfectly. None of my chickens were losing weight or look sick or look malnutrition. Proven. So, again, I actually went to my local feed store and I requested that, and they are associated with Kalmbach, so they were able to put an order for me, and it was $30, which again, if I'm purchasing feed, I'm not going to be purchasing a 50-pound bag for $30. That doesn't benefit me financially because I have several chickens. So I want to get good ingredients, but also at a good cost. Again, I live in Kissimmee. I'm trying to look for local farms or feed stores that are able to purchase non-GMO or organic. Newsflash. Florida maybe has one or two people. You gotta go from Georgia up. Most of them come from like Minnesota or Pennsylvania is a lot that I see them. And it's not, I order a lot of feed, but I order hundreds of pounds a month. But in order for you to actually benefit from ordering from out of town and they ship it to you, you would need tons for them to be able, for it to be make sense to them and for you. So, but I just wanted to make a short video because I know there's a lot of people that like mixing their own feed and they want to make sure that they're having enough vitamins and nutrients and protein for their chickens. Again, now all of my chickens are in past that 18-week mark, so they will be eating all of the same food, including the ducks. They're all going to be on 20% feed, no matter what kind of feed I use. I have the babies that I'm hatching and growing out. They have a different bucket and they'll be just on grower feed. All right, chicken besties, that is all for today. If you have any questions, just go ahead and leave a comment down below, or you can private message me. Don't forget to give your chickens a little treat from me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.